How to hold spawns, how to read spawns, everything to do with spawns, I've got you covered in today's video. I'm going to be showing you what to do to break spawns, where you want to be sitting as an AR, where you want to be pushing as an SMG, everything to do with spawns on Fortress Hardpoint. This can apply to every single map, but we're going to go through Fortress today. Let's get right into it. If you guys haven't already, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. We're almost hitting that 4K mark, and we just started streaming yesterday, and it went really well. The first stream was such a success, so thank you all that joined into the stream. We had about 30 viewers across the 2 streams yesterday, so absolute crazy stuff to start off with. Hope you guys got a chance to enjoy the gameplay. If you didn't, I will be streaming the next few days as well, so make sure to stay tuned in the Discord because I will be going live for the next few days, so hopefully see you guys all there. And let's get into the breakdown here on Fortress Hardpoint. So straight away, I'm going to be locking out this left side. Really good kill there to get the initial piece, but I do get traded here. And now with 15 seconds left, I'm going to be starting to worry about P2 rotation. But look where I spawned. I spawned in close there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back off, put a trophy system on the hill, and as I get that first guy kind of distracted, I'm going to back off straight away and watch the right side here. Now, because my teammates on the hill, I've got the right side. Now, this is exactly what you don't want to do right there. As soon as I got that first kill on the right side, I should have backed off down the stairs and make sure I had control of that back side of the map. You can see, because I lost that gunfight there, huge gunfight, we've actually spawned through the front of the hill. And now it's just a lot harder for us to break it. So right there, my first mistake of the map was I should have held the back there and make sure we have spawns for the back. Because once you have spawns on this hardpoint, it's a lot easier to hold. And now you can see, just from that one gunfight, although in the time it didn't look like a massive thing, now looking at it, look, they've got complete setup, they've got complete control, and with 30 seconds left, it's basically impossible to break. We're going to have to do some really good team coordination to push through here. I'm going to line up on the right hand side. The reason why I'm sitting here is because that head glitch that I used is a very predictable head glitch, and we actually managed to take out 2. My teammates do get the 3rd, but now what you want to do is, I feel like you don't want to get into a blender, you don't want to get into a setup where, right there, you see with 15 seconds left, you don't want to be pushing the old hill too much, because if you do and you lose spawn to the next hill, this is where the game can start to escalate and things can get out of control. So where I'm sitting right now, this is a perfect spot to block spawns. Oh my god, we got absolutely beamed there. I have no right losing that gunfight. Fair play from the opponent there, great shots from him. But here you can see I spawned bottom R, and that's not where you want to be spawning. So again, I'm losing some crucial gunfights here, so not the best display from me, but just alright. I think we pick it up towards the end of the game because this is a very close series, this one. But going into the hard point here, my teammates are going through the back, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to watch through the front, try cutting off the enemy lanes. I managed to get one shot. I'm just going to back off there, and I can see I got the assist. So again, looking at my mini-map, I can see my teammate on the right is clear, managed to get the trade there, and just like that, with 30 seconds left, we've kind of got control of the hill. So from the first 3 hardpoints, what I realized is P1, again, contest heavy, first hardpoint, that's always going to happen. P2 went all the way to my opponent. They absolutely fried. They got a lot of control there. And P3 seemed to go to us. So the one thing that's happened in common in all 3 hardpoints was the spawns. The second hardpoint, our opponents got the spawns, they got most of the time. Third hardpoint, we got the spawns, and we got basically 60 seconds there. So now, going into P4, once again, we're going to be fighting for spawns. As an AR player, it's my job to take control of the back, just try to get those spawns. So I'm going to go around here and see what we can do through the left side of the map. So I'm expecting the enemies to be set up in either kind of railings, or that's a good shot right there. Again, just using like a nice little single fire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the left here and try to get them through the back of the hill, because if I can break from the back of the hill, this will allow them to spawn basically by that P1 gate. You know the P1 gate on the right side of the map where the last hardpoint just was? That's where they're going to spawn right now because we got the back. So really good job from my teammates just breaking the spawn. I'm going to go through the top here. We get 1 weak, we're going to back off. Really good play here to get the second, and just like that we managed to get the 2-piece. I mean, that was a really good play from me. We get the 3rd. Now we're starting to kick it up a bit, almost get the 4th. Maybe could have pre-aimed that would have been a 4-piece. Nice little start to the hard point. But with 25 seconds left, again, quite a contest heavy hill here, going back and forward. So not the worst scenario. Again, when it's a competitive game like this, when it's very back and forward, these are going to happen. You're going to have like highs and lows throughout the map. You're going to have teams taking leads, keep on changing. But now it's time to set up on the new hardpoint. You can see I spawn here. So what I'm going to do is put a trophy system down. Now there's a trophy system on the hill. I'm going to sit in a power spot. For me, this is one of the best spots in the game, and something that I don't see enough of you guys using. Right there, you see how I use my equipment for information? Make sure to use your equipment every single life. There's no need to die with your equipment. It's just a waste. You've got a stun and a grenade every single life. And with the amount of trophy systems on the map, even if you're not getting a kill, which I feel like that's the kind of misinformation where a lot of people think they have to use their equipment to get a kill. That's not necessarily the right thing. Sometimes you can use your equipment just to break the trophy system. So you can literally use it, take out a trophy system, and that will basically make the hill a lot easier to break for your teammates. We get 2 here. We're going to center onto the 3rd. Now let's kind of predict where the enemies are going to spawn. Just looking at the minimap and see where my team's set up, I'm going to predict they're going to be spawning either the back P2, which is exactly where they come from, kind of the back P2, or the offense side on S&D. So basically basically the backside of the map, kind of having spawns for P1. That is the side you want for P1. So right here with 15 seconds left, I'm going to try making a break here and just try to stop them from spawning here on the back left. So you can see I'm pre-aiming the left because I kind of predicted them, but right there the spawns did flip. So I didn't read it as quick as I wanted to. I can see straight away the spawns have flipped, and I'm expected to spawn in Art's side. So right here I'm spawning Art, my teammates are spawning on the other side. This is really good for us. If we can get these initial kills, we should be able to get the P1 hold here. Gonna go through here, we go rogue, we slightly overchow them, and my teammates do get the trade, and that's what's gonna happen once again. You're gonna get traded out, but you just gotta win those gunfights. This is the spawn I was talking about. So right here, this is the kind of spawn that you want for this P1 hill. I noticed someone coming through bottom art, so I waited, I played it patiently. He did come out of nowhere, he didn't even see me, managed to get that kill, but we do get traded. Again, 35 seconds left, and now we spawned out. So you can see how volatile the spawns are when you're not playing to them. This spawn here by the gate is not where you want to be, because it just makes it a lot harder for you guys to get to P1. You can see here, it's a bit of a struggle to get through, but we do manage to win 1 or 2 gunfights here as a team. We do manage to break the hill, but just like that, we're fighting for P2. Again, really scrappy hill, but again, the spawns flip. I mean, this is just what happens when no one's holding the spawn, so we'll take that right now. These are the spawns we wanted, but against a good team right there, they're probably going to be holding those spawns a lot better and making it a lot more of a challenge for us to go through. But you can see, again, as I'm trying to say, I'm trying to hold spawns. I'm trying to do what I can for my team to make sure we have the best setup. What I'm going to do, I'm going to sit in these railings here, and if somebody does come from the back, I can see from the mini-map that one of my teammates is already there. So just kind of filling in the gaps there. I mean, kind of went a little bit rogue there on the left, but I think I could have won that gunfight, so I don't think that was an overchow. He just got a really good wall bang, and just at that, we spawned on the other side of the map. So you can see how volatile the spawns are, how important it is for your team to stay alive right there. Let's just play a different scenario right there. Imagine I stayed alive for another 2 seconds. I did die there. I'm still on the hill, but instead what happened is I died, and if my teammates lost that gunfight there, we would have been flipped within 5 to 10 seconds. So although you may have a setup, sometimes it's very easy to get flipped. You just need 1 or 2 kills to go the other team's way. But with 25 seconds left, I'm once again worried about P3 spawn. So I'm going to push through him. I know how P3 is such a big money hill, so I'm going to take my time. I'm going to play my life here, and I'm going to try to get a pick. What I'm doing is I'm using my sound cues, using my equipment. You see I grenaded the wall there? I didn't even know he was there. I kind of heard somebody. That's just an unfortunate. He was already set up there. But the reason why I naded the wall there was literally just because I was like, right, as I push the stairs, I don't want anyone flanking me. I can hear someone. Let me try it. If he comes, he comes. If not, all it does is it will buy me about 5 seconds. I know that if a grenade's on that wall, he's not going to push the door. But right there, actually worked out really well. We managed to get a hit marker on him, and you know, although we did get taken out, we do manage to get the setup. So once again, I'm going to use my equipment for information. You can see I'm using my stun through the gate, and I'm waiting 3-4 seconds. Right there, all that's doing is buying me time, and another perfect example of how to use your equipment. I'm going to go to the left here. Maybe could have centered slightly more, so my shot's been a bit off this game, but you can see my positioning is definitely making up for it. Although I'm not exactly frying with my shot right now, I feel like I'm missing a lot of gunfights that I normally do win, so it just happens sometimes. I think this is one of my first few games on, not really warming up, so again, maybe warm up a bit before this game, but we're still frying. I mean, we're still taking over, but we, you know, we're just maybe not doing as much as I think we could have. I think we definitely could have got a few more gunfights going our way, but we've got a 40-point lead once again going into P4 here. Gonna go around, and you can just see my mindset throughout these hard points. There's not necessarily a time where you start to rotate. I think it's very situational. Right here, as my teammates are coming through the right side of the map, I'm just gonna wait for a second. I'm gonna go through the back, but I'm just trying to prioritize my life. Like, if I can play my life here at the back, this is exactly what I want to be doing. So I'm at the back here, basically holding spawns, and what I'm gonna do is use my stun to open the door, see if I can get an angle off. Again, use my grenade. We make one shot in the hill, and I'm just trying to wait for my teammates to go through. That was unfortunate. He came through the window. Really good play from him, to be fair, to spot me at the back, managed to go around and take me out. But I probably should have pre-aimed that, as it was quite obvious he was going to go through there. But with 40 seconds left, I mean, we're doing a really bad job of breaking this hill here. They're doing a good job of holding it, but because we got the lead, I'm not really worried here. I'm just going to go around the back once again with 30 seconds left, because you kind of want to hold this side for the next hard point as well. If you've got this top arc control, it just makes it a lot easier to hold the next hill. So we're going to go around here and just try to corner at each angle, see what my team could do as they do get the hill. I'm just going to watch over them. We managed to get one. We managed to get two. I'm going to get hope. Oh, that was unlucky. I mean, Principal's got my number this game. I'm not going to lie to you. PC Principal, he's winning some key gunfights against me. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But 10 seconds left. We're going to go through. We managed to take out the first. Can you see straight away? I'm not wasting any time. I backed off straight away, and I'm going towards the next hard point. And as I was earlier, I'm in the power spot. My favorite spot here. It just allows me to have so much map control. We're going to get one. We're going to get another guy weak. And now you use my equipment. We're going to back off. And you can see I've got a trophy system on me. I'm just going to play this nice little corner. Really good headshot to take him out there. So I'm in such a good position. And you can see right there the single fire tap, why it's so important. One shot, two shot, right in the head, and we just take them out. Like, we don't really need to kind of power fire there. You just got to take your time, single shots, control your recoil. And we're just in a really good spot here. My team's in the hill, maybe over challenged slightly there. PC Principal, this guy's just got my number. I can't lie to you guys. Like, I mean, he's absolutely gunning me this game. I can't say anything more. But I'm going through the right here, and I'm looking at the spawns, and I can see that they're spawning on the back. This is exactly what you want to be. This is probably the perfect setup right now. We got 4 down, and we're going to spawn them out to this right now. What I'm doing, because I'm not seeing anyone for a few seconds, I'm actually going to chuck a Scarlet Grade to the top right there. My centering was on point there, although I wasn't aimed in. My centering was onto the opponent because I kind of predicted him coming to the gate. And now what I'm going to do is try and get on this top ledge here. I did actually hear someone, so really good positioning from me. Let's see if I get this kill. I am one shot, but nice pre-fire there. I kind of predicted it was going to be, and I did fall off unfortunately, but I think he would have killed me anyways. But it's nice to get a kill over PC Principal there. But now we did spawn out. So again, right there, because my teammates were kind of pushed out and I was the only one on the hill, as I did die, we basically lost the spawn. So I maybe could have backed off and let my team play hill, but there is a fine line sometimes because you don't want to, you know, always play for spawns and no one sits on hill. So it's definitely situational. But I don't think this is a bad situation to be in, considering the game and the, you know, the score and everything. It's not a bad situation to be in. Here's a really good example of what I did here. So as my teammates are holding the hill, I kind of looked at the danger zone right. My teammates are on the left. So what's the danger? The danger's on the right for me. So I just sat in a nice angle on the floor, put my trophy system to help my teammates, and I just covered the right side. And I actually managed to get a 3-piece. We only need 11 seconds left for the win. I heard this guy jump just at the end. Oh, it's Principal again. This guy needs to give me a break. But my teams do get broken, but we do not have the spawn to the next hard point. But we've got the lead here, so we only need 10 seconds to break. So we're going to wait slightly. I managed to get the first guy. Going to prone and see if we can take out the second guy. The second guy's in the truck, and we do manage to get the kill. Now, just like that, we're going to set up for P2. So those 2 kills, what they did, they basically allowed for us to push up on the map without feeling the pressure. I mean, I really did predict them to spawn there. Like now, watching this back, I was thinking I was going to turn around, but the reason why they spawned there is because my teammates were pushed up so far up R. Those 2 kills I got actually spawned my opponents out, so that was really important kills, but I should have maybe read the spawns. I mean, watching it now, I read it, but maybe in the game, in a high pressure situation, it's a lot harder to read. But we do get one, and as I spoke about earlier, making sure we're controlling the spawns there, because every single gunfight that goes our way will make our opponents spawn out. And you can see I'm just taking my time. I'm trying to get a pick or 2. I'm not really rushing yet because we only need 9 seconds, but we managed to get 2 there. Our teammates going through in the trades, and this is the worst. You know when there's a black screen and you're just hoping your teammates get the gunfights and you just see red in the kill feed? That's not the best thing to see. But here, like, this is really close. They can definitely win it here because of the timing, but we managed to break it. Our teammate goes huge on the right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start worrying about the rotation, just in case our teammates loses gunfight. I'm going to worry about the rotation. I'm going to back off, and you can see like that, if I don't worry about the rotation there, we probably lose this game. And luckily for me, I rotated. My teammates did spawn there. I mean, looking back here, I probably should have rotated a second or 2 earlier, because if the guy was set up here, this could have been a very different game, and we managed to win the game. I mean, I didn't even realize I got the most kills and basically a crimson lobby, so we'll take that. But fair play to PC Principal. He was frying me. I mean, yeah, he said it, not me, but yeah. That was a good game. I hope you guys did enjoy that gameplay. Just learn a bit more about spawns, about how to manipulate them. I will be streaming very regularly, so make sure you guys stay tuned, and hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.